So up to now we discuss about generators. Today class we discuss about motors. So that is construction of DC motor, working principle of DC motor, construction of DC motor, working principle of DC motor. Construction of DC motor is same as that of DC generators. So construction of DC motor is same as that of the DC generator. There is no difference. So that is motor we have given electrical energy is input, mechanical energy is output. So there is no difference between construction point of view. So only working principle. So working principle is that says that when a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experiences some mechanical force. The principle of motor is said that when a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experiences some mechanical force. So I am considering one north pole, one south pole. The flux lines travels from north to south. So this is magnetic field. I am placing conductor. So and also placing commutator segments with brushes. B1 and B2. I am giving supply is DC supply. So I am telling that 1, 2, 3, 4 is the positions. So this is the construction like that working principle. What they say, when a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experiences some mechanical force. That means here I am giving DC supply. To the, so the positive supply is set to the B1 to commutator and conductor of 3, and direction is this one, and 2, 4, and come to 4 and B2 and like that. So we have to given the supply. It is a current carrying conductor where it is placed some magnetic field. It experiences some mechanical force. So this is the working principle. So the direction is determined by Fleming left hand rule. Same like that, the direction of DC generator is determined by Fleming right hand rule. Here the direction of motor is determined by Fleming's left hand rule. So what I am saying, left hand rule is stretch out the four fingers. Stretch out the four fingers, that is thumb, forefinger, middle finger. These three fingers perpendicular to each other. Stretch out the three fingers, that is forefinger, middle finger, thumb, to perpendicular to each other. So the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field. The middle finger indicates direction of current. Thumb indicates direction of motion of conductor. Forefinger indicates direction of magnetic field. Thumb indicates direction of motion of conductor. Middle finger indicates direction of current. So this is the working principle of DC motor. Here also one more thing is there according to DC generator construction, that is whenever a conductor cuts the magnetic lines of force, there will be a EMF induced. That means here we given supply to the motor. The motor is rotating conductor. So due to current and conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experiences some mechanical force like that. So when this conductor rotates, there is a magnetic field, there is a flux lines, there is also EMF induced. You understand or not? So what I am saying is, when the supply is given to the conductors, so conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experiences some mechanical force. That mechanical force is nothing but there is a rotation. So the conductor is rotated. This conductor is rotated. Where it is rotated? In magnetic field. So when the rotating process, it will cuts the north pole south pole flux lines. So when the conductor rotates in a magnetic field cuts, there will be a EMF induced. That induced EMF is called back EMF. What is said? That back EMF. So back EMF. So it is indicated that EB. So it is regulating the current of the machine. So it is produced when the conductor cuts the magnetic lines. When the conductor cuts the magnetic lines, EMF is induced. So this is the at initial stage, the back EMF is 0. Because initial stage the back EMF is 0, because in initial the conductor is not rotating. When the conductor is rotating, it cuts the magnetic lines, there will be a EMF induced. So initially back EMF is 0. So this is the back EMF case. Next, EMF equations. So here also EMF equations for common terms, that is EB equal to pi ZNP by 60 into A. This is also same. Here we indicate EB, in that we are indicate EG, that is generated EMF. Here the back EMF. So this is also common for all generators. Same like that, classification of motors. So motors can be classified into same types. DC motors can be classified into two types: separately excited motor self-excited motor. Separately excited motor, self-excited motor. It's also called shunt motor, series motor, compound motor. Shunt motor, series motor, compound motor. In compound motor also again classified into two types: long shunt compound, short shunt compound. Long shunt compound, short shunt compound. Classification of motors is can be classified into DC motors, that is separately excited motor, self-excited motor. Here also excitation is different upon that, means we are separately giving battery, that is separately excited. Without battery case, that is self-excited. Self-excited also classified into three types, that is shunt motor, series motor, compound motor. In compound motor also classified into long shunt compound, short shunt compound. So see in that one, shunt motor, it is that one, shunt motor. So same like that, generator motor is also same, that is armature, this is the brushes. So we have shunt field, shunt field. That shunt field is connected parallel to the armature, parallel to the armature. So and given here the motor is like that, given DC supply, given DC supply, given DC supply, that is plus minus. In case of generator we can put the load. In case of generator we can put the load. In case of motor we can put input is electrical energy. Input is electrical energy. That's why the direction of current is changes. The direction of current is changes. For generator the direction is from armature to load, but here the direction is taken from supply to the motor. So this is line current, this is armature current, this is shunt field current. This is shunt field current. So apply KCL. Apply KCL at node. Apply KCL at node. Node is nothing but meeting of all points. Meeting of all points. So sum of incoming current equal to sum of outgoing current. Sum of incoming current equal to sum of outgoing current. Incoming current is here what? IL. Outgoing current is IA plus ISH. IA plus ISH. Here also same. ISH equal to what? What is the voltage applied? That is terminal voltage VT. Terminal voltage VT. That is parallel case. Here also resistance is RSH. Parallel voltage is same. That is V by R. What is the voltage? Terminal voltage. R is RSH. R is RSH. So apply KVL. Apply Kirchhoff voltage law. Apply Kirchhoff voltage law. That means source minus drop equal to 0. Source minus drop equal to 0. Where source is what? Terminal voltage minus drop. Where is the drop occurring? Armature. IA RA minus EB equal to 0. Here terminal voltage VT equal to what? EB plus IA RA. EB plus IA RA. Here what? EB. EB equal to VT minus IA RA. ET minus IA RA. For generator, for shunt generator, EB equal to VT plus IA RA. So there is only sign conversion. There is only sign conversion. For generator we put plus, for motor we put minus. That is only difference. There is no nothing in EMF equations for generator and motor. Here only plus symbol is for generator, minus for motor. So for all, for same for all, you no change. So plus for generator, plus for generator, minus for motor, plus for generator, minus for motor. There is no difference. There is no difference. So thank you guys for watching. So please prepare EMF equations for series motor, compound motor. Series motor, compound motor. There is no difference. So draw the input is electrical energy not connected to the load, and current direction is changes, and put the voltage equation. So we have only, we can get negative symbol. What we have get, that is EB equal to V minus IA RA plus RSC. So finally this equation we can get. All of you derive this equation. If you any have doubt, please ask me. For compound motor also is then. So thank you for watching. So if you have any doubts, please respond in our group. Thank you.